One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, everybody, welcome. Mic check, 1, 2. Gotta also line up my belly button here with the, So there's a piece of Scotch tape on my desk to make sure that I'm centered with like everything, and it helps me like when I'm adjusting things on my desk. It helps me understand where center is and all that. But it also, I always do. This is probably too much information. I always do like a little finger gun and try and figure out if I'm too close or too far away from the Scotch tape. Probably too much information. You will also be seeing some a friendly face back here, probably for the maybe first time on this version of the stream. Mrs. D is working from home the rest of the day, so I said, hopefully you don't mind being in the background. Actually, no, she said that to me. She's like, hey, I hope you don't mind that I'm in the background. And I said, no, I don't mind. I don't mind a bit. Bum, 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 bum. I need to adjust that in my ears. The music is coming in on a very small amount of headroom because I have my ears cranked for other things, my cans cranked for other things, but then on that specific slider, it's like 1% and it's loud. So anyway, welcome. For those who just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa of streaming today. We're trying to go up against the best. And I hope you like my shirt, Michigamer. We found it in Traverse City, Michigan. We were up there for our honeymoon, what do you call it? Anniversary. Our honeymoon was a long time ago. We were up there for our anniversary this last year. And yeah, enjoyed some shopping. And we were able to find this shirt. I think it's pretty cool. It's unfortunately I'm right now I'm a huskier dude. I believe that's the proper term for people who don't want to be called fat. I don't mind being called fat. I'm overweight, but it's a little bit snug on me. So it's one of those shirts that you wear as a reminder, like, oh yeah, I need to lose some poundage. Told you she'd be here. Plus, Watson is really excited that she's home. So he's just following her around everywhere she goes. They follow you into the potty?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Dogs do that. Dogs and kids, for whatever reason, do that. I don't know why. Probably just because they don't want to be away from you that much. So today, we are... I'm celebrating some different things today. I got a new... for those of you who were watching last stream, I had some issues with my chair. And one of the ways I thought to remedy that was a giant pillow. Now, this pillow is probably... 3 feet wide by 3 feet wide, and then it's probably a good, I'm not kidding you, probably a good 10 inches thick. I mean, it's a big boy. That did not work. My hips and all sorts of things did not feel good after that. So we went on the place that has everything, Amazon.com, and got a little more seat-friendly padding situation. So. The cool thing about we were able to find, I think I've talked to you about this before. I was able to find this great chair during COVID on Facebook Marketplace. The dude was trying to get some scratch together, and he had an extra Aeron, a Herman Miller Aeron chair and he sold it for like $200, $250.
Uh-oh.
I think I might need to be tech support here in a second
I think I'm good. Got it.
if Mrs. D
got it.
she got it. She got it, everybody. Hashtag she got it. So yeah, celebrating the cushy seat that I'm now sitting in. We today are I was a little late on posting our weekly video, our tri-weekly video. I don't even think that's what I'm trying to say. Our regular video on TikTok and YouTube, by the way, at the Lux Domino, on both of those sites. But I was able to get something out there today, and we're just gonna keep on keeping on. I'm always tempted to have these really good ideas, and then when I, like that one in particular, playing in hurricane gust winds, and yet the developers at 2K limited the winds to about 20 miles an hour. So I had to make lemons with lemonade, or make lemonade with the oranges that I had, whatever the phrase is. So that video is doing well, by the way. A lot of repostings and a lot of likes. So that's been a little self-deprecating humor, by the way. It's never a bad thing. So today I figured, why not lean into, instead of doing a challenge video, or instead of doing, I guess it is kind of still a challenge video, but I am going to load up one of my favorite golf courses and load up unfortunately 2K, at least not in the iteration that I'm playing currently. Maybe while you're watching this, they have added this ability, but you can't put a CPU player in, and you can't play against like the computer like you used to be able to. You can play against online people, and you can play against ghosts of online people. So that's what we have to end up doing. I was going to crank the difficulty and then try and beat Tiger Woods, but you can't play against Tiger Woods. You can play as Tiger Woods, but you can't play against Tiger Woods. Really awkward, really weird. So hopefully they add that in later iterations with an update. So we are going to load up one of my favorite golf courses and play against the top ranked or top score of that person. See if we can tie him, if not better him. I have a feeling. This is just a feeling, a hunch, if you will. I have a feeling that his or her score, their score, will be -8, 18 under, at least 18 under, if not even better. People are so good at this game, or they're cheating. Either way, the score to be is probably on 18 under. I don't know why I keep on saying -18. Let's see. You've been playing golf your whole life and you don't know the terminology. Can I just say, I don't know if it's the warm weather here in Michigan, or if it's, I don't know what it is, but my beard is more full now than it ever has been, I think. Is that true, Mrs. D?
Has been more what?
More full.
I don't know what full.
Full. Full.
I don't know.
Watson's doing well. You'll see him walking in and out. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. I don't know. I didn't film the intro. Ran out of time. I was talking to my lovely bride on the phone. And then that's why we got a late start. Not because of her, but because I didn't pre-plan enough. So yeah, we're gonna go up against. That's never a text message you want to get from your 15-year-old son. My 15-year-old son texts me, "Dad, you were a bartender, right?" Yeah.
Question mark?
Oh man, that's funny. So yeah, it's good to, if you're not following us, by the way, on TikTok or YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button on YouTube and hit the follow button on the TikToks. I went kicking and screaming into TikTok, by the way. I was not and still am not a fan of the lack of privacy. Not a huge fan of that, but you go where the people go, right? And you go where the people are.
I wanna be where the people are.
I'm trying to answer my son in the most encouraging way possible. He asked, I was just curious if it was a good occupation. I would say barista would be better. Although you don't really make as much money as a barista that you do a bartender. But seeing people uncontrolled and it's
a go through a couple classes and stuff too.
Well, yeah, I mean you have to really anybody has the ability to be a barista. Whether or not you're a good barista, hey, like you can get quicker and quicker at making drinks. Same with bartending, but you have to you have to get some certification. Made some money, but there is a thick layer of responsibility and potentially seeing people at their worst. ... Baristas are better. Is at least more less I don't want to say traumatic, but
He has quite a few years before you can be a bartender anyway.
yes, he had quite a few years. In some states, you can't even serve like I've served food and alcohol at several different restaurants, and there are some states that don't even let you serve, like carry, if you're 18, carry alcohol. There are some states that allow you to do that, but opening it and pouring it, you have to be 21. But carrying it to a table, Michigan, I think they changed it. You can be 18, but if you're under 18, you can't handle it. Less money. Yeah, so let's hop in. Let's start. I have a feeling it's going to be, how shall I say, a little trying, a little testing. I haven't gotten close to 18 under in this game so far. So let's jump in. If you're new to the channel, by the way, we are a family-friendly stream focused on sports and shooters. I need to think of a better word than focused. It's not really the best word, I don't think. Let me know in the chat. What do you think a better word is? I don't know. Okay, so here's the deal. The dealio. We're gonna have to do quick play, and I should probably put give my best foot forward and load my best clubs here. So let me do that. I'm also not a fan of my outfit, but that's neither here nor there. Bam, 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 meow, meow, meow. All right, I think we can do better with the outfit as well. Not a huge fan of that shirt. I like the short shorts because I could never rock those in real life. think we go with those little skate shoes. And let's see here. Oh yeah, those are good. Those are classic. And by classic, I mean I knew someone who always said that. Oh, that's vintage. Yeah. I don't think you know what vintage means. Yeah, it's springtime here in Michigan, so we're rocking the shorts for sure. I don't know if there's a better shirt though. I mean, we've gone cactuses, cacti. Pardon me. That's a little bit better. I like that. I think we're gonna have to go black hat though, because gray hat is just, it's good. It's just not as good. I'm really looking forward to when they start loading up different manufacturers for outfits and stuff. That'll be fun, just to see who they get. What was I doing in here? Glove. Just who they get to design. To design stuff, and you know, it's gold. I thought it was black. We'll go red. You know. Yeah, it has been interesting to see what they've put launch day versus what they plan on putting in updates. I also am only seeing the prompts for my keyboard. Let me see if I can trick the game in thinking that I'm using my controller, showing me the prompts on the controller. I shouldn't be able to trick it. It should just be, this is what you see. Xbox style, and it should, there we go. Flip over. I have not been impressed, however, with the daily challenges. That has been interesting to see what they've put in. All right, so we're gonna add Ghost, and let me make sure I'm on my preferred. Yeah, TPC Southwind, great little course. I don't remember. Does it show where it's from? Where it's at? It does not. I should favorite this course. Let's see if it shows the. Yeah, it shows the global leaderboard. Connecting. Oh wow. I don't know if that's technically correct. Maybe they're. So the best score for, oh yeah, if that makes sense, for a round, rather than, I think they're just counting like the 9 holes. I do know also that 2K mentioned the leaderboards kind of being screwed up. In a, I think it was right after launch, they said, yeah, we know, we're working on it. So let's just add a Ghost and see what the Ghost does on global, like net score, I think. Yeah, supposedly someone has made 18 under. 52. I mean, this is the most recent. He just put this up. So let's load Waldo here. I will say I will put it in, and I guess I have to keep it in stroke play. I'm gonna just see. I want to match his settings. He was on 4th. Turn order doesn't matter. Default, all that. I don't want the crowds. All right. I'm assuming that it was on pro difficulty? Question mark. You can assume a lot. All right. Yeah, it's just he's just gonna fire off whenever he's ready. Okay, not a great start. Not a great start. I wonder if I messed with my settings at all recently. Probably not. Probably just warm. You need to get warm. You know, it's just kind of how it is. So I need to hold this out for for one for to get even with him. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. In fact, no, it won't. Or will it? No, flop does not run. I did mess a little bit with the tie spinner. That was fun. See if I can use that here today. Okay, so I at least parred. I'm just one behind him. Let's see where he goes. Yeah, so he goes kind of middle. There we go. A little better. A little draw. His power is pretty ridiculous, though. Yeah, okay. Little spin. He played it behind the hole and a little spin. I'm going to throw mine up there and then, wow. I mean, I did not do the same. I went into the bunker. So, you know, kind of the same, but just not. This is just a warm-up, guys. This is honestly just a warm-up. It is funny that it takes you a little bit, maybe because I can't see anything. Take the sunglasses off. It is amazing to know, like, there are some people who can just get on and play at a high level. I'm not one of those people. All right, well. To know that he is, I mean, I'm not seeing really, I don't know if it would record any shenanigans on his ghost. I don't think it would. If he was like, dare I use the word, cheating. This hole has always been a bane of my existence. He plays it kind of middle. So this is where I could kind of get, I've used kinda a lot today, Mrs. D. I don't know why. This is where I can kind of get it close and maybe go up one on him, but okay, he actually missed the eagle on this hole, which is interesting. So maybe he pars later and I don't know, eagles, or maybe he just does get birdie on every single hole. That'd be interesting to see. Okay, so 42. We'll go, definitely not that. We'll go 38. I feel like it's all left to right. But it's downhill, so it's going to break a little bit more than usual. Oh, I needed that one. I needed that one, chat. That's all right. We'll birdie. We'll birdie and move on. Hopefully. That's always, and we found that with the hurricane challenge, didn't we? we thought that we might be doing something that we actually weren't gonna be doing that round. All right, it's gonna carry over the water. It's downhill. He actually runs it longer, and I completely mess up my shot by not releasing it correctly. So you got that going for you. 42, 6 is 38. But it's downhill, and they very rarely get downhill right. I'm going to pull it back just a hair. I also went back, as I was kind of prepping this morning, playing a little bit. I went back to a loose... Oh, wow. I will have to probably get lucky here on a couple of these. I went back to a loose thumbstick. Not as loose as I was playing before, but a little bit looser. And I don't know. For putting especially, I feel like it helps. It does increase the amount of mishits with every other shot, though, so take it with a grain of salt. I mean, some people don't even have controllers that they can do that, so I'm very blessed. Let's see. He hits it. I mean, he stabs it pretty close here. 8-mile-an-hour wind. But my draw will counteract that. Yeah, I might push a little bit. Yeah, a little tucked back. He went for it. He's doing well. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa of streaming. Today we are going up against... We're on my favorite course, one of my favorite courses. We're up against one of the best scores I've seen posted. We're playing against his ghost. His name is Waldo. And he posted 18 under here on PGA Tour 2K25 at TPC Southland. So we are trying to match him, if not get better than him. I remember on old PGA games, I would be able to get pretty easily 18 under. But there was just so much... Mechanically, I don't think the swing stick was that advanced back then. I think it was more simplified. That is pushed to the left. I guess I went too loose on that one. A little too loose. We could probably chip this in. I think we're going to need as much help as we can get as far as chip-ins go. Like that one. Come on. Gladjo says, hey, Lux, how you doing today? Good, Gladjo. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome on in. We are doing it seems like a warm-up round. I just actually want to just see how good his ghost is. It seems like he's just getting... he's long off the tee, so he might be a powerhouse player. But his... Like, where he lands the ball here, it looks like he's pretty good at his approach shots, too. So, no wonder he was able to get 18 under. It's uphill, but a little bit of carry from the wind. Let's see if we can stick it close. Through the tree. We cannot. A little bit of roll. It does look like he's adjusting his shots too, which I need to start doing as well. Making sure it sticks where it needs to stick. Like I said, I'm on looser stick again. That didn't help there. I'm on a looser stick tension, and I can definitely tell I have, what do you call it, registration issues. Sometimes it doesn't register. So he's going probably straight at it. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Oh, he almost got an ace on this hole. Okay. Let's see if that wind will carry it. It might not. My draw is pretty much ineffective at this point. Okay. So, for the most part, he's just been birdieing every hole, which is fine. That's how he has gotten to 18 under. But I think even the way that we'll beat him, we're going to have to be on. I'm going to have to just sit here and dial in my shot stick. It kind of feels a little bit unreliable at this point. I'm not really sure that I'm hitting my perfects well. And it's just a feel thing, though. it is weird to say that. Just it's a video game. You don't have much feeling, like you don't have a club in your hand, but at least for me, the thumbstick of where to pull it back, where to push it forward, it is all feel. And we might have to get some we don't believe in luck, but get some chance on our side with putts like that. So through 9, he's what? Yeah, through 9? Yeah, so through 9, he's 9. So he's basically birdieing every hole. Which, if you're dialed in, not hard to do. But you just have to stay. And he picked some of the toughest hole, pin positions too. So we're on a little bit of a mission here. That might get over the bunker. And then again, it might not. I would say the majority of his shots so far, though, are not, like, he's putting from the fringe there. So he's just really, really good at putting. That he's able to trust, unlike we are. That almost missed. He's able to trust his putter. I think that's probably where he's getting a lot of his birdies. They're not chip-ins, and they're not... He birdied the par 5, the last par 5, so... And he's just sticking them close. Just sticking them close. Okay, so 9 feet is 3 yards, so that would be 145. Plus a little bit of side wind. And it's going to pull it back a little bit. Let's see. Not so much. Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. It's like the Hurricane Challenge all over again. Let's see if we can get our flop out there. I don't think we will. So we'll have to pull back a spinner, maybe? Not much room, either. Not much room here. That's, I think, in the water. Yep. Okay, well, you know, it is a practice round. Is what we call it, a little practice round. I would like to see, for some people, I guess they could just dial in their approach shots, maybe, but since 2K nerfed the spinner shot, that was a good putt. Since they nerfed the spinner shot from being close, at least, you have to be at least 50 yards out now to even have a decent look at it. So I wonder what what the meta has shifted to recently since they patched that. It'd be interesting to know. I also feel like what I've done to so I can do a spinner here, but it's not long enough. So I guess I'll have to pitch it with a 60. Have it roll out. See if that works. My new build, it seems like the wind is really unaffected, so I can attack it a little bit more. Attack the pin a little bit more. And I think club fittings help with that too. I don't think I've changed club fittings recently, but... I mean, there my draw was acting normal. Once again, just have to get dialed in, just get the feeling of things again. I haven't played in a while, so this morning was just more of a see what's changed and see what quests I can do and all that. Okay, so 18 playing like 22. Whoopsies. Playing like 22 uphill. I'm going to play at 23 or 24, so it has plenty of speed. Okay. You got a little offline there. Yeah, you have to be so on almost every single shot to post a score like this. And it looks like he played a little bit of a hill there. His is still rolling in? No, that was his putt. Okay, I was about to say, that'd be some really impressive timing. If he was able to time up a shot to get a hole in one here. Chips have been hard for me recently. When we first launched, when the game first launched, they came really easy to me. And it may have been that they kind of nerfed how they worked, but I have not been able to track them in. Hardly at all. Unless they're like, there's no deviation whatsoever, and it's only like an 8-foot chip. But other than that, it's just been like, I'm not really sure if it's gonna grab the grain or not. So I was a little closed there. That's fine. Playing for position. So the only thing I'm noticing of our friend Waldo here, who's posted an 18 under, I mean, he's a pin seeker, so he probably played under there. I have a feeling the wedge is just naturally going to pull back like that, and I might have to put my my spin fitting on my ball as well. But he's been nailing putts. He's a very good putter. Even if you're only 12 feet out, 10 feet out, they're not gimmies. You still have to make them. Yeah, I have power drive unlocked, but I don't. No, maybe I don't. I thought I did. Let's see, 5 wood going into it. He drops it close. Look at that. Great stab at it for eagle. I think 5 would be a bit aggressive. I think I'm gonna roll a 5 hybrid up there and see if we can get it close. Good line, that's for sure, but not enough distance. And anytime you're putting instead of chipping in, especially on these par 5s, you're a shoe-in for low scores. I think the good thing that we took away besides funny content from our Hurricane Challenge is the flop and super flop are, I would say, almost OP at this point. Like, you can just drop it dead close, but you also don't have the opportunity to really get it in. Like, you're not going to dunk many of those just because it's so hard to deviate with them. Downhill and also upwind. 6 iron I think is just too much though, so I'm gonna push a 7. It's online. See if it bounces up and roll. So the thing that we have had a trouble with since launch, putting, is what's going to make or break this. Did it say he was 18 under? Through 17, he's 18 under. So he eagled somewhere and then just pars this last one? Interesting. He's definitely long off the tee. I will say that. Yeah, 8 iron in. Let the wind work it a little bit. It might be on that hill. Yeah. His approach shots are obviously better than mine. He's not putting it in the drink. Oh yeah, he did. I just saw his ball there. He did miss his third shot for birdie, so he could have been 19 under, just didn't make it. Little things like that cannot happen if we're gonna chase him. If we're gonna chase his record, little things like that being not reading putts correctly. We are going to need to be on for each of those. Hey, we almost got all the clubhouse pass. That's fun. Well, I will say I am going to I'm going to put the spin attribute on the fitting on the ball and see if that's we're able to stick our approaches a little bit better. I don't want to change a whole lot about our setup because oh, are we not rocking anything on there yet? We are not. Interesting. Maybe it wore out. Maybe I took it off. I don't know. I just don't know. So we'll definitely be using spin on that because I think that's a lot of how we can kind of combat his stickiness. I will say this, he has his yardages dialed in, which is good. Good for him, at least. For us, I mean, we can get more power out of our driver. We only have one fitting on it for power. I don't know, we have two. Then we have swing path and then a couple contacts. I think I can bring let's see if since our respec, if we have contact is 94. I wonder if we can add a little bit more power here. I think we do. I think we add more power. Contact has been good. I think we do that. I think we add more power. So we'll replace this one. Because contact only went down to 94 off of drive. We've been hitting our drives okay as far as contact. I think we just need a little bit extra off the tee to kind of match with him. Contact correction, rhythm. Our irons, we could use maybe another. Swing path is nice. Maybe on our wedges, one more power. What can we take off? We can take off a swing path, I think. I think we can take a swing path off because that takes it down to 92. And then another power, which might just be able to get, I feel like with our wedges at least, we're just down, just not quite able to get to the hole enough times on holes that we need to. Putt weight. Yeah, I think it's just down to me. The rest of the bag, I think, will be fine. It's just down to me nailing my reads, which I've been wanting to get enough practice into doing. So, if you're just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa of streaming. Today we are playing up against our friend Waldo here. Waldo, on our favorite course, TPC Southwind, can we beat at least the best score posted? It might not be the best score. Maybe the servers haven't posted the new ones, but he went 18 under, which is basically birdieing every hole. But we realized some secrets that he's doing. He's not birdieing every hole. But I think we can get there. I think we can at least tie him. Our last scorecard, we had enough birdies to make a go of it. We just needed to nail some more putts. So I think we should be good. He played the hardest pins. We know that. And I think we are, yeah, I think we're ready. Make sure I press record this time. That was fun with our hurricane challenge. I was not sure if we actually were recording on some of that stuff, but and it turned out we weren't. Multitasking, isn't it great? All right. That was Mrs. D. She's also here in the background for moral support. She's not here for moral support. She's actually just working. All right. Attempt number 1. I think we can beat Waldo. We just have to lock in here. Good start out. He just nails his approach shots. So if we take a little bit more time, I mean, he lands it short and then rolls it up. I think with the wind that we're given, we might be able to actually do that as well. Just roll it up here a little bit. I don't think we're going to affect the wind be affected by the wind as much. Let's find out. Oh yeah, we are. We played it a little bit under than we should have. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. Do we? I think we have to go for it every single time we have the opportunity, at least, to get a chip in. I think we have to. But we just have to play it smart to know that we're not going to have... We can't run it past the hole at all. So we're going to have to play these little, curving shots just to make sure that we don't mess up our par look, you know? Okay, he's 1 under. We're not. A lot of golf left to play. A lot of golf. I did dial in. For those of you who don't know, I play with a FlyDigi Vader 4 Pro. Pro 4? I forget which is first, Pro or 4. So it has adjustable, like the Elite Xbox Elite controller, it has adjustable tension. So I am playing a little bit looser, which for putting I have found to be quite nice. It's just the rest of the shots that are interesting. Yeah, I played it a little bit past the hole for wind's sake. Yeah, I mean, as far as distance goes, that was great. So let's just nail our birdie putt, okay, Lux? 7. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. Oh, Lux. I wonder if it was, no. I think key to this challenge is going to be forgetting the previous hole. Which is something you try and do on the golf course as much as you can in real life, so... I mean, we're pretty close to him as far as he was not very far away for his second shot, so I think we did a good job adding a little bit more power into our repertoire. I think we're gonna have to capitalize on that. He is landed a little bit further away, and I think we can get him here. We just have to play smart. We have to play it close enough that we can nail our eagle putt. Unlike that. And the comebacker. It's 14 up. I'm going to play it like 15. Okay, so we at least matched him there. We're down by 2? Yeah. Which, knowing that we have to make an eagle, he's not going to drop any, so we have to do it ourselves. 94 minus almost 3. That's too much. Although we are getting a little bit of a headwind or a tailwind. So that actually might be okay. Watch it not be okay, and we're... Okay. That actually helped a lot. Too much wind. Too much wind. It's a pretty short landing area as well, so that doesn't favor any kind of longer iron. It's going to be hard to hunt. Hard to hunt for birdies and eagles here. I think we can at least get close. Hopefully. The good thing about playing against a ghost as well is you're not having to rush it, you know? You're not under a clock, so you can kind of just play when you're oh boy. Right behind a tree. I think we can still punch it close. That was not close. Did I hit that dude in the face? Good night. This is where we this is where we start to struggle a little bit. Unless we hold this out. Let's hold it out. Come on. Be positive. It had some roll out there, but just not in the right direction. The chipping, I think we have to get it on the dance floor. We can't rely on short chips. They're just too finicky. Of course, so is my putting so far, so we just negated the last 7 holes in one foul swoop. One failed swoop. I think that's the first quad perfect I've had all match so far. Not a very good consistency as far as that has gone. Okay, so the good thing is we can land it past and bring it back. There's a little bit of a wind helping us. I think just a little bit, though. Not a whole lot. And I think that my draw... I mean, that was good distance. We just needed to be more online, more targeted towards the pin. And then that right there, this will be the challenge, I think, that gets me better at reading putts. I sure hope so, at least. This is number 7, right? Yeah. Okay, another quad perfect. That's good. Starting to feel it. I mean, he's still 20 yards past me on the tee, so... But I don't think we'll need it. I think we can get there with what we have as far as yardages. Because there's a little bit of a tailwind here. And that might just push it in. No, it didn't at all. I wonder if I hit the tree there. That might be good to know, just to replay where he plays that tee shot. Because he might be playing it hardcore to the left and not even worry about that tree. I felt at least good about that putt, though, so... A little bit, a few steps forward, a few steps back, right? If you're just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa streaming. Today, we are trying to, we're on one of my favorite golf courses, TPC Southland. And we are trying to beat the best score posted on that, 18 under, which is birdieing every single hole. How are we doing? Well, through 8, we're even. So we have a little bit of work to do. We have the benefit, though, of watching his ghost the previous playthrough. So we can kind of see where he's landing it and see where he's not landing it, and kind of going from there. Like right there, I didn't need the wind was helping more than enough. Oh, wow. I have no idea where the pin is. I have no idea. I wonder if I could have played an unplayable, maybe. It is the putting, I think, that will help us. So through 9, he's 9 under. I think he plays to the left here. I mean, we don't want to mimic him because he has certain... His build is different. I think he's a powerhouse player, though, just based on how much he's hammering it off the tee. And he's just nailing it close. His approach shots are so good. I think we'll be able to run it up with our 9. And that was on me. I pushed it too hard. Still getting used to the tension I have on my controller. The release is different for every... Needed that one. The release is different for every tension. It just feels different to push it forward, so... As a pinch gripper, I'm a pinch gripper. I also wonder if I move my armrest down and just sit here. Sometimes that just not having your shoulders up allows you to just be a little bit more natural. For a long time, though, the other chair that I switched out, Mrs. D's chair. I like both of these chairs, but the other one's a steel case Mira, and the armrests come up really high, so you're able to just kind of lock in and just do your thing. But the Herman Miller Aeron chair is a little bit different. All right, up by 2. So we're gonna have to just delicately bring this back. Try and stick it with a little bit of spin. And then it's gonna be on the wind a little bit longer. Okay. No, I started it right at it, and distance-wise, that would have been great if it was online. Nope. So now I'm gonna have to figure out, without the armrests there, how do I feel about this? Let's just put the armrest back up then. If we had gotten used to it. I wonder if we're just gonna have to strike lightning in a bottle. It's downhill, playing 3, 40, 41, 42 with a 5 mile an hour. This should be okay, but it's probably not going to be. No. If there's too much of a short side there. So I have to play further. I have to club up and then pull it back. And I think he must be really good at these three-quarter approach shots, because it doesn't seem like he's a full club in each time. Maybe he is for his yardages, but I don't think so. Nope. Wow, that didn't break at all, Lux. What are you thinking about over there? I might as well just I mean, there's no point in wasting the space on the hard drive for this. We're not going to get there, so... Well, Waldo. Didn't happen the first attempt, but I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. The only bummer is that you have to... I guess because it's a new round, but you can't just restart the round. I wonder if I could, and I just didn't see the option to. That could have been my mistake. Doom, 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 doom. 18 under. We got to make sure we go to hardest pins. Or maybe not. Maybe it's not like EA Sports that added that as the hardest pin. Maybe it's just whoever designed the hole. That's where they put the pins. I wonder if there's a way to see what tees he's on. Because if he's on forward tees, let's just do a test here. I'm going to see if I'm able to match him 1-for-1 off the tee then. No, I think he started further out. Or does it change him? No, because he would have had to add a ghost to each of his... to a playthrough. Let's see if it's... It might be that way, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think that is. I think he's at least on blues, maybe. But you know what? Let's start here and then work our way back. At least get confidence in the course. And our putting. It's mostly the putting that needs our confidence. Okay, little dribbler in there. So far, we're 1-for-1 for him. Yeah, he definitely started further back. Okay, let's at least... I'm not recording this. I don't see a restart round. So let's see in his bio if we see... They should be able to... 2K should put what tees he was on, but... I'm getting hot in here, Mrs. D. Whew. Oh. Man, oh man. Okay. We'll add a ghost. And it is net score. Waldo. Golfer info. I wonder if that's like his round that he put up. Let's see if it's in his replays. Nope. That'd be pretty sweet if you could just watch his. Okay, so we don't see what... Oh, no, yeah, we do. It's right here. So he's playing from blacks. Okay. At least we know now. I probably just did not see that and was unwilling to think that he... There's better player. Throw a rock and you'll find a better player than me. But so he's playing from the tips. Wow. Okay. Wow. And then hardest pin. And everything is just default. Okay. All right. Just take some time, breathe in, breathe out before we start this second approach. Enjoy the clickety-clackety from your beautiful bride's keyboard in the background. For those who just joined us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa of streaming. Today, we're on our favorite course, TPC Southwind. We are challenging ourselves against the best of the best. Whether he considers himself the best of the best, I don't know. He posted, our friend Waldo here, posted an 18 under. That's birdieing roughly every single hole. He's playing from the tips. He's playing the most difficult pin selection. Can we at least tie him, or in a strange world where we actually get good at this game, best him and get above, or below, I should say, 18 under? This is our second attempt. I think we can do it. We're here all day. We might as well for the next 3 hours. We're here all day for you. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lux. I'm a family-friendly streamer who does a lot of sports games, a lot of shooters, more sports games nowadays. And yeah, let me know how your week is going so far. It's Tuesday. Are you having tacos today? That'd be so wonderful if Mrs. D and I weren't on a fast. So let me know where you're from. Let me know what kind of games you like to play, how I can encourage you. And let's just get right at this challenge. Let's do it. Have to adjust my seating here. I'm trying to think as well how I can kind of get in the zone of my controller here. I may have to, that just feels awkward. I was about to say I may have to put it on the desk in front of me, but just kind of have to dial in, get used to it. All right, here we go. Let's take some time. It's okay. Take time. Make every shot count. That sounded like my 3-wood. I wonder if that was my 3-wood. Let's watch that replay. No, that's driver. Are you fasting from meat during Lent? Gladjo says, we are actually fasting from meat, dairy, grains. We are only eating fruits and veggies. Yeah. Which, for those of you who weren't with us when I think we were actually streaming when we were doing the rice and beans challenge. We have done, for Lent, we have done just rice and beans. That was a interesting time. So it's playing uphill, but it's also got to carry wind to it. So I know I can't club down. It's got to be 9-iron. And then it's got to be, we got to stop it here. A little bit of a downslope. It's a little left of it, isn't it? Yeah. That would have been a good distance. Would have been a good distance. It just wasn't. I'm going to try and chip this in here. All right. It doesn't matter how we get there, but we're getting 1 under. We're 1 under through 1. 17 more to go. So I think he plays, he plays pretty much dead center. And then he kind of goes to the left. Okay. He has power for sure. He's got power for days. I do not. I do not. So his approaches are a little bit less. He's not going over. He's got plenty of green there to work with. He's not having to deal with a bunker. But I think we'll be able, with the current wind, I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be able to stick it close. It's uphill and there's wind. It at least stuck. So that's what we needed. 9 feet up. Plus 2 is 11. We'll play it as 12. I don't think there's a lot of break. I'm not playing a lot of break in it. I needed a little bit more power on that one. Okay. It's tough because they say the developers made it... The elevation that they start you at going uphill is good. Trust it. Like, it'll get you to the hole a lot of times. Downhill, not so much, but I should have trusted that. Because that, on any other, if I just kept it, it would have been okay. That's all right. We just got to make it up with an eagle, which I did not put myself. I should have put myself a little bit further over to the left here, because he does not play with the tree in mind here. We're just gonna have to shape it more around the tree. We got a little bit of wind against us here. That might be really good. Run on up there, kiddo. Okay, off, just a little bit off. But the funny thing is, he doesn't make the eagle here. He runs it by and then makes the birdie. So we don't have the pressure of making this eagle, but we kind of do, because we need to get back to square with him. So we got to make it like, oh, so close. So close on that one. Woo, that was a little bit of a ringy-dingy. I'm glad that went in, but I'm also just trying to finally get down reading greens. It's been on my list, and I know I've needed to do it, but okay. I'm trying to remember what we did last round, where we saw this hole. There's a tailwind, so it's going to carry a little bit, and it's down almost 3 feet. Which is 91, but 5. Yeah, but it's a 6-iron, so it's gonna roll. So it's not gonna stick. Let's see what happens. I think that's almost exactly what I did to a tee on the last hole. Because we're at mid-iron at that point, it doesn't stick. Which he has a difficult putt. I mean, he drains at least a 20-footer in front of us here. And we drain a 24-footer. Come on. Let's go, chat. We're sticking with him this round. We're only off by 1, so an eagle on a par 5. Or we can birdie the last, because he only... Oh, no, we'll still have to get past 1. Still get 1 up on him at some point. Yeah, he did not, which I'm sure maybe he kicked himself on not getting, but he actually birdies, he does not birdie the 18th hole. So he actually could have gone 19 under, which is pretty crazy to think, but. All right, we have played this past the hole so much like he does. The wind is going to carry it, and it's downhill. The thing is, the 5-iron doesn't get there. It just doesn't roll out. So I think we have to 5-hybrid it and then try and stick it close. Or not necessarily stick it close, but at least get it closer where it doesn't roll out as much. That might be it. That looks really good. That looks really good, chat. Oh, so close. I think that's what he did then. So he hybrided... I should be taking notes. 5, hole 5, he used a hybrid. That was this close from being disaster. Pretty much all of his drives are just in the middle of the fairway. The only difference between he and I is power off the tee. He actually hits the pin on this one, which is pretty interesting. So he has the right distance, and the pin actually no, he would have had the wrong distance, and if it didn't hit the pin, it would have rolled past. But we need an extra club for the headwind, and then also for the 3 degrees that we for the elevation. But we know that we need it to land short and then just roll up gently. So I think that's the right play right there. Might be right. Yeah, distance-wise, it's good. And his putting is just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Okay. We're one off the pace. That's not too bad. Oh boy, that was... And then it starts to crumble. This is gonna be an interesting one, chat. A little recovery shot out of the trees. I have punch. And the lowest club I can get it, so I can make sure I get it under, is a 3-wood, which will be too much for to even get it close if it starts to roll up there, but... Wow. Okay, well, like I said earlier, you have to play every single hole pretty much to perfection. And we're not doing it. Unless I miraculously hole it in from there. So let us try and hold this chip though, because it at least. And there's no way to pull the pin out there. You can only pull the pin out if you're on the green. Okay. A little misstep. We're going to have to get lucky then and grab an eagle on a par 4 then. He almost holes this one out, which is crazy. That would have been the highlight of his round probably. All right, we're playing a 7-iron. It's going to roll. We just have to trust. Oh, boy. I pushed it off to the right again. So my release point's off, and where I'm pulling it, I'm not paying attention to my shots, which I need to start. And that's not even... Well, that could have gotten in. All right, so we parred this one as well. Okay. And just like that, it starts to separate. But we've learned a lot. We've learned that off the tee, we're not... Yeah, see, I'm still pulling it. I'm not going far enough to the right with my pulling it back. Out of the rough, I need as much as I can get. So even though I want to play it short here, it'll land short because of the rough, and the wind will push it. So hopefully we can catch a break here, and no break caught. Okay. Like I said earlier, I think we might get lucky on one of these attempts that we can chip in for an eagle, or something might go our way here. We had a good first couple of... Oh boy. Okay, I'm starting to overcompensate now. That's what with it. That's what this is. This is overcompensation time here. That's just in the bunker. Yeah. The good thing about this one is that I know, like, unless I were to hold this out, I can't beat him. Even if I do, it would be a miracle round. So I can just start over and know that it's not a big deal. So that was attempt number 2. That's all right. Attempt number dos. The only bummer is we have to like load in the round all over again. So add him, add his ghost, change the specs. Not a huge deal. I wonder if I add another power utility. Fitting. I'm thinking about it. All right, he's playing from the tips. We play from the tips. He is playing the... I need to double check that. I think, at least on the old game, if I remember correctly, the number of difficulty was how difficult your pins were. I may have that wrong, but... All right, if you're just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa of streaming. Today, we are at one of my favorite courses, TPC Southwind, where I have played some really good rounds in my short career here in PGA Tour 2K25. We loaded up the best round that I could find on the servers. Our friend Waldo here shot an 18 under par. That's pretty much birdieing every single hole. You can have some variance, you par here, you eagle here, but it's pretty much birdieing every single hole. Can we beat him? Can we even get close to tying him at 18 under? This is our third attempt. Let's find out. Let's do it. Let's do it, Mrs. D. The good thing is Mrs. D is here in the background. She's got some work to do. I don't know if she's close to finishing with it, so I can say whatever I want. She's not going to pay attention to me. So I could say rat farts, and she's not. She might throw... All right. Yeah, let's just not suck this time. That's probably the only thing I can say. We played these first couple rounds in attempt number 2. We played them really well. The good thing is there's not a whole lot of wind, so we might get lucky here and there, and just get the right conditions. That might be on the stick. That might be on the stick. All right. A little bit left over here. It's 11 playing 13, so I'm going to play 14 just so I don't leave it short. Oh. Okay, that is not a good start. We need to birdie that hole. But I'm not entirely convinced that you can't have a little bit of wiggle room here, you know? I think you can have a little bit of wiggle room. And I have to pay attention to my tee shots because last round, that was what was killing me eventually. So I just have to... You have to be on every single hole. So it's playing just a little bit. The 60 degree will stop it in its place. We just have to play the right distance off the... Get up! Which we did not at that time. All right, let's try and chip in. All right, there we go. Little chip in there, we're only one off. So just forget about all that you had before, and you're only one off the pace. Now, granted, we've only played 2 holes. That doesn't matter. All right, I need to play smart about this. This is a good par 5. I have played this over to the right almost every single time. Let's try and play it a little bit over to the left and or center, and actually not do that. It would just go right back to where we were. But we might have gotten an angle here. I think we did. That 3-wood landed us further into the left of the hole. So we're going to still play that 3-wood into the wind and see if it just holds up enough to get close. This is one of the holes we can get him at. Oh, boy. Oh boy. Well, so much for trying to get him on this hole. We're just struggling to make par here. If ever there was a tink-tink, that would be the moment. Okay, we're 2 shots back. we needed that hole to do well. We did not do well at that hole, so it is what it is. I have played this, you know, 6-iron down, and it's landed and then just not bit at all. So we're gonna make it bite a little bit, and we'll see if we can get just a little bit closer than him on this and not get into the bunker. That was a fluke, but I'll take it. I mean, the good thing is we know he makes his putt, so that's just straight up and down. What a fluke there. That saved us a little bit. We needed that par 5 though, because now we're 2 down. And with a birdie, at least a birdie on that par 5, we're sitting good with him, but we really need to eagle that par 5 is what we need to do. I think without that, we're not going to be able to get him. All right, we know that on 5, he played a hybrid. Or at least we need to. But with this tailwind, no, you can't roll it that far. You cannot roll a 5-iron that far. We played this into a headwind before, so it kind of stopped. So let's see how a tailwind does. I need to kick left and kick, yeah, didn't kick left. If you're not on the dance floor, I don't think you can beat him here. Because we're going to have, if we're not on the dance floor, we're relying on chip-ins like that, and that's not how you can beat him. Or even tie him. Forget beating him at this point, it's tying him, right? So now, just quickly like that, we're down 3 strokes. Good drive, at least. At least we got that going for us. It's uphill by 3, but I can't get there. I can get there for that, but it's not going to be... It's going to want to spin back. So I think I have to club up and then play down. But we're going to make it stick. At least we try. I think too far right. I closed the club face. Yeah. It's all right. We still have a birdie opportunity. If I roll it in. Okay. Still 3 down. We're going to have to make it up somewhere, but I don't think we are. I don't think we're going to be able to. Down the left-hand side. I mean, he's got us by 20 yards or 30 yards off the tee, so it's... All right, so it's playing up 1, but I want to roll this in. I don't want to land it and stick it. That might be the play right here. That might be the play, chat. Roll it on up there. Okay. I think this is the first time we've actually played this hole well. We have not been playing this hole well recently. The last 2, at least. All right, still 3 back. We know where we stand. I didn't press record. Poopies.
Poop!
7-iron almost gets him in. I shanked it off to the right last round. I think that's the distance. I think 7-iron is the distance there. I just need to be better at getting it close, but we made it out of there with birdie, so I'm happy with that. Still 3 under. Oh. Oh, okay. Mrs. D's gonna try and take Watson to the dog park. That'd be fun for him. He hasn't been there in a little bit. Weather's nice again. Might be a little bit muddy, but... All right. This is really not... There's no downhill. It's just straight on it. Play that draw in there. I mean, if it was a little bit further over, better, but Oh, man. Give my ears a break here. Are you going to take the truck to take him then?
I can.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Just in case.
Just in case something happens. All right. We're through 9, we're 3 off. So there's not many opportunities to get that back, but we now know the trouble holes. That was a great drive. I think I've driven it into the rough almost every time there. So now we're on to the back 9. It's playing uphill actually, which is weird because it looks downhill. But there's a little bit of a a little bit of a crosswind, which will kick it to the right. I feel like I've played it before, and it didn't play uphill at all. Which the distance there was about 4 yards further, so I'll have to just see here how close we can get it. Yeah, the long putts are so tough. That's why you really have to be on with your approach shots. And I think not seeing much of the the back 9 in the first 2 attempts was kind of, I think it'll just be a war of attrition here. 9 feet under, so it's 3 yards back. But we have played it not well. We've put it in the drink several times. So I think we don't play too much back. So tough. You had to be so perfect with every shot. It's crazy to think the guys that consistently can consistently get 18 under is in this game, not in real life, is ridiculous. So we just dropped 2 on the back 9 alone. Not a good start in the back 9, but we're learning. And learning, you know, if you're not learning, then it's holes like this where I think we can get it. Maybe a fluke, because we have enough for a run up here to pitch it in. We just have to get lucky. So not everything is lost, not yet at least. I mean, that ran a long ways. But we're gonna birdie this, and it's okay, Mrs. D. Have a good time with Waddy. Yeah. So we're still 5 down, and I mean, if we get to 14, that's almost impossible to get back, because then we have to get however much 5 more. So I think we are at the point of no return right here, but let's see how we play this one, and then we'll decide. Good thing I'm not recording this one. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa of streaming. Today we are challenging the elites. We are at one of my favorite courses, TBC Southland. Oh, so close. Which I always call Southland. Southwind. And we loaded up the best ghost that we could find. So 18 under par is the best score that someone has posted here. And we're trying to beat it and or tie it or beat it. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how your week's going. I know it's only Tuesday, but let me know how I can encourage you. You just missed Mrs. D if you're a fan of the channel. Watson was here.
Watson is shaking like leaves.
I know. He does not, for whatever reason, does not like that car. I know. And I think we just on that one solidified that we are not going to get it on this run through here. So that was attempt number 3 to try and get 18 under. We ain't hitting it. He got us again, chat. It's all right. Our new friend Waldo, I think he had pretty much the round of his life, although maybe this is just normal for him. I don't know. It's easier. I will say this: it is easier to play it this way rather than try and do this like against a real person. Playing his ghost is way different because you have all the time in the world to make a shot or to miss a shot. But you're not rushed, you know. You don't have to you don't have a shot clock, which is good. It is good to see that this is a well-rated course too. It's a fun course. I like it, but I'm not playing my best right now. The closest we got, I mean, we were with him through 8. We were really close. So, yeah, this is attempt number 4. Attempt number 4. I'm actually pressing record, just for the for the content later. You have to be perfect. And if not perfect, get a couple of flukes going your way. We learned that. We learned that the first couple. So I think this is going to play in. This is a 56, so it'll spin a little bit. Yeah, stay right there. It's almost the exact same shot we had earlier, except on the other side. So not the same shot? That's what we started out with, chat. Last round, we started out with parring it, and as soon as I pulled it back, I'm like, no, it's not enough. It's not enough. I've been trying to second guess myself, which is actually a good thing. I've been trying to second guess myself as much as I can, but sometimes it just feels like you're putting too much out there. I finally played that to the left like he did. Well, we chipped in this last round. We chipped in, so, and we do the same this round. All right, still one back. Your garage opener doesn't work. One moment, please. Okay, we are still, we're 1 off the pace through 3. We know that we have to play this to the left. Although last time we played it to the left and it ended up in the center, so and now we're in the rough. There's no way we can get it from here. Even with a helping, even with a tailwind that was helping, we wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah. Okay, so we're chalked. Attempt number 4 in the books. There's no way we can come back from that. We have to birdie that with him as well as potentially eagle it. So maybe going left isn't the play there. Okay, well, no worries. You know, actually, you know what? I'll be right back. I think I know what we were missing. Snacks. I think that was what we were missing. We were missing some sustenance. We had gone so long without even a glimmer of grub in our bellies. Of course, now you have to be annoyed by watching someone eat on stream. Who doesn't normally eat on stream? Although the last couple times, I have been eating on stream, which is weird. I normally haven't done that in the past. Our little video is getting some momentum. That's good. All right, so we've loaded up Waldo. Let's change. He played from the tips and the hardest pins. Although it doesn't seem like the hardest pins, but maybe they are. Mrs. D's having some issues with the garage door opener, closer, clicker. And so I said, the big button? And she's like, there's only one button. Bless you, my love. Yeah. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Today we are knee-deep in a challenge. Actually, you know what? Let me start that over. I got to record some of the stuff here for content. We are at my favorite course, TPC Southwind. We have loaded up clearly one of the better players to have played TPC Southwind. He's playing from the tips. He's playing the hardest pins. You know him as Waldo. He shot an 18 under par, which, if you know golf, is pretty darn good. Our goal today, can we match him? Can we beat him? We have our sustenance. We have our apple crisps. We've been less than stellar as far as matching him shot for shot. We know what we have to do, at least on the front nine. The back nine seems like a foreign entity, but we have to be perfect, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you're along for the ride. Let's get him. Okay. We have our apple crisps. It's what we needed. Sustenance. We know what we have to do. I might actually, in all seriousness, I might actually have to just get lucky here with even something as simple as the wind. I know that it seems like, wind not much. No, the right amount of wind can help you get into a par 5 and 2, so I think that's really going to be a key to sticking it close here with our friend Waldo. It's playing 2 up, so it's really playing with the wind at least. Have the pros gotten... I'm sure at some point someone has gotten a really, really good score. The thing you have to remember, Gladio, is the pros on a pro tour, par is fine. Like, it's only in video games that you want to run up the score. So, par is normal on a regular golf course. But I'm sure someone has had like a really, really, really good round. I remember, like, okay, so if you're a fan of Bryson DeChambeau on his channels, he goes to golf courses and plays not from the tips, so not the farthest back, but he plays from the forward tees and tries to get 18 under. So... he's only done it once, though, out of, like, what, 12 tries, 14 tries? Yeah, that putt's a little too far out. We know that we can par this and still be fine, but that par is a little, that putt was a little too far out. And not the good kind of, peace, love, hippie kind of thing. But the good thing is we're playing these holes so much that we figured out kind of how we're going to have to go about it. And it's just going to have to be repetition. We know that we can play a 56 into this hole. We know that we have enough of a headwind that we can kind of play it up against the wind and it'll stop. Like that. Come on, chat. That's the kind of approach shots we need. In fact, that needed to drop. So we just played that hole perfectly. This one, to be honest, I don't know what to do here. Because if I play it too far to the left, I can't get far enough down the hill to get into it with a 3-wood to get into the rest of the hole. Well, let's see. I'm in the fairway. We know that we have to use a 3-wood because a 5-wood's not going to roll that far. So let's draw it back. And let's see if we can stop it. It might be too far left. We've played it this far left, but it went off probably right there. Wonder if we can putt it. I mean, I feel comfortable chipping it just because it's, for me at least, a higher percentage shot, but I don't know. I mean, I'll have to play it short and then let it run downhill. Nope, too much. Remember what I said about a high percentage shot? We just made it incredibly difficult on ourselves to get this. No. Oh, boy. Maybe the apple crisps are distracting me. Let me quick jam them all in my mouth. Yeah, we definitely need... We're 2 back. We definitely need a par there, I think. Or definitely need a birdie. I think we need the eagle there. So I think we need to learn how to play that better. We got a fluke here this last time. Or was it a fluke? That one landed in the same, almost the same exact area. Oh. I need to trust myself. Pushing that a little bit extra, and it's weird to say I have to trust myself to move it further than I think I need to, but our drives have been okay so far. It's been our short game that's let us down. And this 5 hybrid will need to roll. And it's not curving. It was okay distance. It's playing 14. I did not move it there, and I trusted myself enough to know that I didn't need to move it, but putting's gonna be the thing that breaks us, I think. Makes it or breaks it. Too far right. Yep. Good distance, though. I mean, he pushes it right, but he's a master at putting. Okay. I'm pretty sure we're to the point where we can't beat him. I think 4 pars, 4 under, I think is the whole... I think is you can't come back from that. Because you'd have to get so many fluked eagles on par 4s and every eagle on a par 5. That's a great shot into there. I think I'm toast though. I'm 4 back. I can't make that up. So that was attempt number 4. I mean, it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a few. What do you think? Under 10? Do you think by the 10th attempt? I don't know. I do not know. We had so much going for us. What was it? 2 rounds ago, where we had 7 under through 8. I mean, we had an opportunity. So, well, I know we can at least dial in a little bit more. I think the tough thing is every shot has to be the best. We're definitely seeing the full golf course here, 7,200 yards. All right, let's go. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Today, we are at one of my favorite courses, TPC Southwind. Our friend Waldo here posted an 18 under par. Can we match him? Can we beat him? It has not looked so good, but you know what? We're learning more and more about our swing and about our lack of a swing. Here's attempt number 5. Let's do this. I think what sets it up well is this par 5 on 2. This par 5 2, I think, is what sets it apart. If you don't play that one well, you're not going to play it well. I mean, this hole we have played here and there. We at least make that birdie putt. 1 down, 17 to go. I'm sorry, it's the par 5 3. The more we play this front 9, the more I like it. I mean, it's you learn, and this is true too. You know, the more that you play a course in real life as well, you learn all about what to do on what hole, what not to do. I mean, there's practice rounds for a reason, for the pros at least. Okay, I'm not wild about that, but we have chipped it in like 3 times from here, so. That's just, that happens. Painful. That flag stick will get you. And unfortunately, we're off the green there, so we can't pull it out like we can on when you're putting. Kick right. No, I just screwed it up, I think. I still might be able to get there, but... Well, let's try. Let's try at least. At least it stayed dry this time. We can still get it close for birdie. I honestly think I have to get an eagle on this. Especially if you play, you know, par here and there in the first 2. Too much rollout. Rats. All right, let's see if we can birdie. Wow. Not enough. I'm 2 back then, right? Because he's 300. Yeah, too far back. Two back through 3. I think 3 through 4. If I'm down 3 through 4, I think that's there are enough holes. This has to get pretty lucky. Yeah, that ain't happening. Oh, wow. Yep. So that's a no-go. That was attempt number 4. Oh. I'm not even going to switch camera angles. I mean, I'm just loading in the same game. It's not like there's information that's worthwhile here. Yeah, I think it's the same. What I've been saying. Those first couple holes will set the pace for you, and that par 5 is really. I mean, we're attempt number 4. No, we're attempt number 6. Yeah, that was 5. All right, here we go. If you hear the bell chiming in the distance. I think the key is going to be just consistency. If I can get to the point where I can consistently get each of these holes to birdie, then maybe I have a shot. But I think we're just going to have to get lucky. That's just it. I feel comfortable with like the tension of my thumbstick, and like I feel pretty good, but. Wow, that wind just sucked it out of the air. That was close. Oh, heavens. While I think you can par this first hole, I don't think you can bogey it and come back. Oh, man. I really wish there was a restart round feature, because this is just getting repetitive. Oh, I do it to myself. I really do. For those of you just joining us, this is not... This has not been fun, but I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the Domino House. My name's Lux. We're in a barn burner where this is just, we're trying to beat the best course record so far in one of our favorite courses. And the good thing is we can see his ghost. So our friend Waldo, we can see his ghost, and we can see that how he got the 18 under. But it is all about just consistency, and we're not able to be consistent right now, chat. So here's to I think it's attempt number 7, right? We're on attempt number 7. Let's do this. Attempt number 7. You want to birdie every hole, right? And you think, oh, it's easy. Every so often, you'll get this little fluke of a thing, and so we know the crosswind. And I just laid it out there again to the left. Well, let's super flop it to get it close. And then just take our par and move on. We might have to we might have to use that as a strategy here. If we can't if we can't consistently get birdie every hole, we might have to, on the holes that we know that we have par dialed in, that might just be how we get to it. But Mrs. D is also sending pictures of Watson at the dog park. That's a cute one. That's a cute one, Mrs. D. Though the good thing is, at least here, we're going to be a little bit above the hole. So this will play back into the hole a little bit. It won't be, well, at least I don't think it will be. Okay. Well, our option is to chip it in here. It's tough on those, you know, you don't think the wind is going to take it, and then it does, and wow. And then you push it out to the right, push it out to the left. That's, I can tell that I'm tilted. I can tell that I'm rattled. It's all right. Happened before. Just keep on loading it in, you know? It's what you can do. You just got to keep on grinding. Is anybody having fun yet? This is why I don't think I could ever be a speedrunner. You just have to do things perfectly. Although one of our challenges in our great notebook of ideas has more of a speedrun element to it, so when I get to that idea, hopefully I have a little bit more endurance than I do right now. But sometimes it's nice to be able to say I failed miserably. You know, you don't have to. In fact, life. I mean, let's be honest. Life. You don't succeed at everything. It's a good lesson for our kids, for our children. I've played this to the left, probably the last couple times. I'm gonna play it hard to the right, and it still goes to the left. What is going on? All right, we're gonna play the super flop and then get out with par and not have to worry about, we can par this hole. It's not a big deal. We've done this before. Act like you've been here before. The weird thing is some of the, like, I've been perfecting some of the shots, so it's not like it's, I mean, this is 6 degrees, 6 miles an hour. I've been perfecting some of the shots, so it's not like they're bad shots, but. All right, there we go, first birdie. Still down 1, trailing him by 1. We know we cannot hit it in the rough there, but we can also not hit it so far to the right that we don't have access here to this green. We are playing 3-wood. It's gonna hold up there. No, I undercut it a little bit, I think. It might not go. Yeah, I did not. Normally I hit it like 1 or 2% harder. That was perfect 100% distance, so that's all right. We have a little bit of a downhill putt here. We don't want to leave it to the right because then it'll further go down. But it is right to left. It'd be great to make this. Okay, that's fine. We got it close. We got it close enough for birdie. That's fine. We'll take birdie on that. It's. I will say this: in the shadows, sometimes it's tough to see the cup. All right, downhill. We know we don't want to leave it in the bunker. So we're going to go further to the left. We've never done this approach before. And I don't think it paid off. Wow, it really didn't pay off when you don't hit it there, Lux. 15. Good speed, just not the right line. Okay, we're what, 2 behind through 3 behind through 4. This isn't gonna go well. Tough. We had one good round, one good start of a round, and it's really tough to mimic that, you know. But unless we hit eagle here, we're not gonna get it. So we're gonna go, yeah, 5 hybrid in here. Just don't roll off. Oh, razor thin. Razor thin line there. Almost made it for birdie. Okay, well, that was attempt, what, number 6? You know, hard things, kids. Hard things. Meanwhile, Doggo and Wifey Sauce are at the dog park. So she wanted to capitalize on this lovely weather we're having here in Michigan. And it looks like Watson's having fun. So as long as my dog and my wife are enjoying the weather, I really can't complain about the lack of success in here. Like these are the things that don't matter. Those are the things that matter. So, all right, this is what, number 7? Numero 7. I really need to add a ticker, a big old counter up on the screen for challenges like this. I think that would help. Okay. A little bit further away, which might actually be okay. If I can maybe roll it in there with the wind. That one looks a little bit more online, at least. Okay, I'm not upset with that. I can make that. Playing 13. I'll play at 14. Go more than what you think. Yep, left corner. Nice. Good start. Just match him. Every shot counts. That needs to stay in the fairway. It does not stay in the fairway. That's all right. It actually might behoove us a little bit because 4 miles an hour, it's going to take a little bit off. And then the rough, the lie is going to take a little bit off too. So that might actually play into our favor here. Yeah, good. 2 under. Let's go. So far, so good. Nope. Oh, wow. Every single shot matters. I have no idea why I pushed that so hard to the right. I think because it's the way that I release it is just so delicate. Like, I don't slam it forward. That's all right, though. This may seem like it's bad, but it's actually not. We're going to hopefully spin it here. Because he makes birdie here. Okay, a little bit longer than I would have thought, but... Oh, boy. Okay. Still one back. Okay. It's a better start than we have been having. We've been having. So there is that. This hole, it's either play it where he's been playing it, or fluke it in. Because chips are not what we're gonna need here. Okay, 2 back through 4. Let's keep on going. Yeah, that one shank really did not help. I'm glad we got up and down for par. Okay, we're at a distance now where hybrid's not going to roll. Punch might. If we punch it in there, it might. Nope. Not like that. Like I said, man, it's just each of the variables have to be there. And if they're not, then chances of you making it are slim. That was almost an amazing shot. That would have been that would have been round saving if that would have gone in for a birdie. But 3 back through 5, probably not. We'll keep on going though here. I mean, I just know playing this course and then playing this challenge so much, I kind of just know what it'll take, you know? And that's too much to the right. Good distance, though. Might turn. It won't turn. Bummer. Yeah, I think that's not gonna happen. Not worth it. Oh well. So close. Had a good start. Good start, but yeah, if anyone from EA is watching this or will watch it on YouTube, having a restart round button there would be good soup. Because having to come in here and add this every time, at least for people like me who do these kind of silly challenges, it would be excellent. Playing from the tips. Yeah, these are definitely harder pins. I feel like most golf games, if you have a choice of pins, one is easy, or like Thursday pins, and then 4 is Sunday pins, which are typically harder. All right. That's a different approach. Let's see if we can... This is attempt number 8 for everybody who's watching. Attempt number 8. Nope, I pulled that one hard. I might be able to get this one in, though. For bird. Go a little bit more than you think. And even then, it was not enough. That's all right. We can par this. No big deal. We've been here before. We've made par lots of times on that hole. Oh, lots of times of par. Might be far enough. 8 mile an hour wind now. That's going to really pull it back here. Okay. 9. Playing like 11. Or playing like 9. But I'm going to play it as 11. Nope, not enough. Come on, Lux. Alrighty then. It'd be awesome to just get past hole number 6, you know, with a really good round. Oh man, I shouldn't have even hit record on that one. Oh, that's so funny. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa of streaming today. Probably one of the toughest challenges we've ever had on the channel. We are at one of our favorite courses, TPC Southwind. We are playing from the tips, so the far back tees. We are playing the toughest pin locations, and all in an effort to best our friend Waldo here, who posted an 18 under par for the tournament, or for the round. So can we tie him? Can we get better? We are trying. This is attempt number 11, I believe. I also wonder if my commentating has been doing certain 7 miles an hour of wind. Plus a little bit of downward lie here. Oh, it just stayed. It just stayed. But we have more of an opportunity then to hold it. That's all right. We've learned so much though, chat. We've learned that chips are not going to be our friend. We have to get on the dance floor, and we have to just stick them close. That's pretty much... You have to be pretty much perfect. We have had an errant tee drive throw our round off. We've had all sorts of things throw our round off. So we really have to be... It's right side. Yeah. That we really have to be perfect here. But we also know that we can chip it in from this angle. But only if we don't hit it incorrectly. Okay, hard there. Not sure if it's going to be... I mean, we're already 2 down. So it's like, we'll have to get eagle here, and then we'll see if that's a good enough round to continue. But tough challenge so far. Because even 3-wood now, it's a super hard headwind. Even if I were to have it roll out, I don't know if it's good enough to go. That might be too far right. Oh, Lux puts it in the drink. And next. So close. With attempts like this, it's hard to know like when is enough, you know. With a blindfolded shot, I'm just cranking through those left and right, you know. This, it's a little hard to know at what point do I give up. Do I give up, you know? I certainly am yawning. And I am looking forward to some mashed potatoes tonight for dinner. Mrs. D, if you're watching, God bless you. Looking forward to it. Let's go. Attempt number 12. Oh, man. On some of these, it's like, you know, you're giving up a hole. And on some of these, it's just devastating to know, like, there's nothing I could have done better, or, you know, it's just, at what point is it lack of skill, and at what point is it just, you know, chance? I don't know. Well, I do know that this is a little bit of a downgrade because it's been playing that way. And I know 9 miles an hour is a lot of wind. That might be left. Yeah, left and short. Oh, almost a chip in. Almost a chip in is not close enough. We know we can par this hole. We know that we can. I think it's probably what's most heartbreaking is I haven't. Reset. In about 6 rounds or so, I haven't seen the back nine. Which might seem weird, but honestly, like, there's no point in going on to the back nine if it's... I mean, it's going to pull it hard. If I know that I'm not even close to... I mean, that was a heck of a shot. Come on, chat. Let's go. Great job, Lux. If you know that you're not going to get it, like sometimes it's impossible, right? With this headwind, it will be very difficult. Oh, wow. Pushed it just a hair. And now I've got to play it around or above the tree. I think it's playing short. Yeah. So on this one, on this par 5, we don't have to nail it on the green in 2. It does come in handy though. We know we can kind of fly it here. It's a 9 mile an hour headwind though. If we land it here and stop it. It did not stop at all. What the heck? All right, we can still birdie it. It's playing 14. Let's play it 16. Okay, there we go. 1 behind. 1 off pace. That's not too bad. This is I think the hole that we're gonna have to think a different way of playing. Or just cheat and watch his ghost and where he plays it, because it's not... I mean... I've tried to play it kind of every which way. Let's see what happens. Bunker? No. Kind of back where he played it. No, he played it more to the right. Down the hill. I mean, I didn't want to leave it long. Probably left it too short, but... Wow. Three back through 5. I don't think I can get it at this point, but we'll play a couple more. I might get a fluke and it might play a little different. Yeah, having to be perfect, tough. Gotta roll this one in at least. A little bit more than I think. Turn. Gotta turn. Didn't turn. Why didn't it turn? Man. Okay. Made it to hole 5 that time though. Not bad. It's just a little bit soul crushing here. When you know that you're not quite hitting the mustard here. I'm sure for better players this is easier, but really tough. I want to keep adding his ghost only because later on in the round, I know that I was able to kind of see where he was going. So it might prove, as far as recon goes, it might prove a little bit it might behoove us to do this. I'm going to add, I've played enough rounds with the fittings that I know that I can add a couple more power. And I don't think it'll hurt. Right now I have 3, and I have 4 on my driver. I don't want to take... Let's take swing path. Whoa, what happened here? You know what? Let's do transition as well. So we have 4 power off our driver and then 1 contact still, right? Yeah, 1 contact. And then I'm looking, you know, it's hard to know what clubs are also failing you. Like, my irons could use a little bit more power, but I also don't want to sacrifice the swing path because that's almost more important. Contacts at 99 or 98, so we could take one of these contacts off and it's not a huge deal. Let's give it another power and then see what happens. I'm also going to forget spin. Spin, I think, has not helped us. I think we're going to apply, and the spin was off. I think we're going to apply forgiveness, maybe, or flight, but we don't want to mess with the wind because we're kind of dialing that in. But at the same time, we want it to not kick off in the wind so much. So I think this might be it. I think this might be at least a little bit closer to a better, bag to help me get there. And you know what we need? We probably just need to cowboy it up. If I'm honest. So we're going to play it a little bit different. We're gonna wrangle it in. You see what I did there? We're gonna wrangle it in. And I don't know if cowboy boots are actually... I mean, we're just gonna have to use our kicks. But our glove needs to be gold, clearly. How funny would that be? I think a brown glove, because that's kind of like the color of your saddle, you know? Right? I'm not wrong about that. So if you have rope burning through your hand, if you're trying to take down a... I mean, they are festive. Not gonna lie. I think we stick with the aviators because that's kind of what makes us cool, if I could use the term cool. All right. This is attempt number 13. Yeah. 13. Not that we believe in lucky numbers, but lucky number 13. Did all that already. All right. Here we are. Once again. Face to face. A couple of silver spoons. Here we are. I think that power from the tee will help us. Just kind of dial in the distance a little bit by little bit. I think that'll help. Because right now, this is a full sand wedge, full 56 degree. So there's a little bit less wiggle room here. Rather than... No, I pushed it. Even though it's perfect, I pushed it. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, we're playing a super flop. The divot almost went as far as the ball on that one. We know we can par this one. That's fine. I don't know what I was talking about earlier. Can someone help me in the chat? Yeah, I think like on holes like this, I think it'll help because we're not having to play at the extremes of the hole. Like here's a choked approach, and I know that it's gonna stop, and I know that it's gonna be helped by the wind. Oh, so you know it's gonna stop, Lux? I mean, do I try and get it in, or do I play? I mean, I guess I have to try and get it in, right? Okay. 2 down, 3 2. Yes. So if we eagle this, we got at least one. Have we eagled this yet? I don't think we have. And that needs to get through the rough because that's not going to get there. Yeah, it has to get a big bounce, and it took a big bounce into the lake. Oh boy. Oh boy. How are you doing tonight? Good? I'm great. I mean, I don't want to get to the point where I'm not commentating on it, but I also don't know if that's like throwing me, if talking through every shot is throwing me. I don't know. If you're just joining us, though, welcome to the Domino House. That's Mrs. D, that's Watson, I'm Lux. We are a family-friendly streamer. Right now we're playing PGA Tour 2K25. We are trying on one of our very favorite courses. We are trying to get 18 under par. You all right?
I figured out what happened with the garage door. It was working, but the rope got stuck in my door. In the car door.
Ah. So it... Huh, okay.
I opened up one of the doors to get my roll out of the car before I went front and I must have got.
Gotcha. We're playing, we're trying to get 18 under par. We're trying to, hey, buds. We're trying to match or get better our friend Waldo here, who posted a very, very good score. I can't push that far enough. I need to play this shot back. And then 7 miles an hour. I mean, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if 4 is it. I mean, that's not pushing at all. What happened there? I have no idea what happened there.
Fixed.
Nice. We do know we can get a super flop here close and then play for a par. We don't have to get pretty on this first one. Because we've played it 18 times already. That was not my evil laugh. I wonder, now that we have the distance, I mean, the choked approach didn't really work for us last time, but I feel like it is the play. We just pushed it bad. Yeah, I mean, see, it sticks. Normally, it sticks right there. All right, playing 13, or it's 10 playing 13. I'm going to go one more than I'm thinking it is. And I should have gone more. Okay. At what point do you give up on a challenge like this? Oh, man. Oh, Budson. All the friends? I mean, we did buy enough power so that we're not having to use three wood into the hole. That's good. I mean, I don't think I even try for the eagle here. I think it's we get it close with the flop and then get our birdie and move on. You know, you stop when it ceases to be fun. I don't know, like this is challenging and it's for the content. Isn't that right, Mrs. D? This hole is the bane of my existence. However, I think now with the extra power, we might be able to play this differently, which is good. You know, mixed up my fittings. So that didn't work. Okay. This one's going to run out a little bit more. I might have to aim to the right here. Yeah. The bunker in the front there was not an issue before, but now it is. And like I said, now that we have a little bit more power, we can play different shots into... Like, this is a 6-iron in, which just buys us a little bit more wiggle room as far as running it in and getting it close. So I think it was a good move, even though we're not going to get it on this run. I think it was a good move to change the fittings because it did help us. We did get that one in, though. But we're 3 back through 6 or through 7? Through 6. Through 5. I definitely think the fittings will help. Let's see, 3 extra, but that doesn't account for the wind. So the wind, that's 13 plus an extra 6. 3 for the wind and then 3 for the rough. Yeah, good distance. See if I can make this one. If I would say if I don't make this one, this run is at least donezo's, but might turn. Didn't turn. I think I did the exact same thing last round, didn't I? Some holes turn and some holes don't turn, you know? Oh, well, you know, some holes turn, and then some holes don't. It's been a while since we've seen hole 7. I mean, I remember playing a 9-iron in here thinking, how am I going to get it close? And now we're playing 2 clubs down and having a really somewhat easy, if I can hit it correctly, somewhat easy putt into it. So I definitely think it's doable now more than ever. However, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, walk around a little bit, use my legs. Thank you so much for joining us, by the way. And we'll be back maybe in 2 or 3 minutes and trying to attack this challenge a little bit more. Welcome back, everyone. I'm having a little pet therapy right now. Watson came back from the dog park. I got eye booger. Where someone told him he was scary. He's not scary. You're not scary. Maybe it's because you were big. Hmm? Oh, that feels good. Good scratches. Hey, Meester. Can I go back to streaming, please? No, you want more pets? Can you sit? Right. Found it. Not with your head, goober. All right, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa of streaming, not just the Sherpa of streaming. I'm yours, personal. We have been trying very hard and failing miserably at getting a specific challenge done. Hopefully, we've altered some things. Hopefully, we can, with the help of fittings, get. Watson's not scaring. He's a pussy cat. Oh, he is very gentle. Sometimes he can get a little aggressive. Not like negative aggressive, just doesn't know where he is in his own strength aggressive. So yeah, we're playing one of our favorite courses. Although I will probably go on record and say after today's stream, it probably will not be one of my favorite courses. TPC Southwind. We are playing against someone who has posted the score of pretty much perfection, 18 under. We are trying to chase it. We've learned a lot. We've grown a lot together. And it's basically the hardest thing I've ever done on this game. So way harder than playing in a fake hurricane. Here we go. This is attempt number, gosh, Mrs. D, I think like 14, 15? 14. I have said it before. I definitely need to get a counter for the stream, but okay, fairways are good. Fairways are good. I'm also dressed as a cowboy with Marty McFly high tops on, so we've got that going for us. 9 miles an hour to the left here. I don't know how much that will actually happen. 2 feet up, which we're already kind of playing into. That's got to release. Oh, not that way. For those of you who don't play golf, this is basically you have to perfect every hole. Get a perfect score pretty much on every hole. There's a little bit of leeway, but not much. Which is fine. I think we learned that the choked approach is best here. Not when it lands us in the bunker. We got that going for us. You just gotta hold it out from the bunker. Which we don't. Okay, par, not the best start. 2 back when we really need to be right with him. I don't think any of our playthroughs yet we have been maybe one has been like exactly with him. That's probably not the best because we're going to be behind the tree now. Maybe get lucky. Okay. We can still play for birdie, which is fine. It really is not fine because we didn't birdie any of the previous 2 holes. So, but here's for hope. Just get it close. That rolled out a lot more. Okay, first birdie. 2 back through 3. Not the best start. This is the hole that I'm really interested in because so far we have enough. So right now we have enough to cover the hole. But I have not played it well enough since we've made the changes to really notice a difference. But I think we just landed on something here. Because if that was enough to get us to the, without any hassle at all, to get us right up to the front fringe, then there is a dialable in enough shot that we can. The shot is dialable enough that we can land it, dialable, that we can land it softly and kind of go from there. So there's hope on that hole at least. This one we got a 6-iron into it. It's rolling, but I think 5-iron is probably still the play to get it really close. Yeah. Because 6-iron, it's a little too far to be considered. Every single one of your approach shots, you pretty much have to be close enough that it's automatic, which we have not been. Which, you know, it's fine. It doesn't make me a failure. No, we are not what we do. Although hitting it in the rough, I mean, it's pretty bad. Let's be honest. It's
not great.
It's not. It's not great. Mrs. D is, she really needs to get on camera here, and she's pretty much just the streamer at this point, so. I mean, I said it before, this challenge, kind of challenge, is all about managing expectations and knowing that you're going to have to be pretty much perfect on every shot. So when you're not, it's like, okay, then you're not going to get it close, so. It may seem defeatist that we're starting over so much, but it's not worth going through the rest of the round knowing that we're not even going to have, strategically speaking, it's impossible for you to come back from that. So once again, 2K, I really wish there was a restart button. We wouldn't have to come back to the menu so much. But if you're just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Today we are playing 2K20 PGA Tour 2K25. We're at one of our favorite courses, doing one of our most unfavorite challenges. We have to we're chasing perfection. We loaded up one of the best players on this course. He scored an 18 under par. Can we match him or even get better? It's chasing perfection. It's really, really tough, especially when you hit it into the trees like that. We'll see. Let's find out. I mean, so far, if any of the other playthroughs have been any indication, we're in for a doozy. A doozy. I think I said it probably every single one. It's okay to par this hole, but we cannot bogey. We really need to get to the point where we're birdieing, well, I mean, every hole, since that's the challenge. But that's the chances of getting, like, we got into the groove once, and then we kind of fell apart based on an odd thumb position issue. But yeah, I mean, seven back. I'm trying not to make any sudden movements either, just in case. That one's actually the play, I think. I just need to play more of the... It's going great. Mm-hmm. Well, on hole 2, we just got a bogey and pretty much just ruined our chances. So, you know, starting over. You know, why not? I'm not sure at this point if the chaps are helping or hurting. Throw in the chat if you think that they are helping or hurting. I know every time the hat goes on backwards, I try and mean business. I also, you know, streaming while doing this probably isn't the best. I need to focus, and oftentimes that means being silent. But it also means that you're not a very good streamer if you're quiet. But I know some people just watch, like some speedrunners I know were very quiet, and they stream all the time. So maybe I need to learn from them. Basically, don't hit it into the trees in the first hole. That one's fine. Playing 2 feet up. Or, no, I have to play up here. Maybe not. I don't want to leave it short, and I don't want to leave it left. And I think I just did both. Yeah,
Well then.
Well, this is our birdie shot. We need to make that, but we really need to make that one. It's all right. One behind pace. When you get repetitive, especially in these kind of challenges, it's tough to not get into the habit of doing certain things that are not what you normally do, if that makes any sense. So, for instance, playing certain shots like you normally would and not thinking about the conditions that you're currently facing. Like, oh, I'm just running through these automatically. I'm not focusing on every single hole. So right now I need to focus on this birdie because I need it. So it's playing 10, but we're going to play it as 11. And wider than we think. Just one more. Too wide. Way too wide. Okay. Maybe the challenge just needs to be, can I complete a round? Even little things of how your thumb is going back or how your finger is going back in your swing, it can mess with you. Okay. 5 wood going in. Nope. I undercut it too much. That had a pretty decent line though. I mean, I have to try and chip this in, right? Okay. I mean, I think once I get to 20 attempts, I think the stream will be over at that point. So that's good for you. You don't have to see someone struggle bus it as much as you are right now. But I appreciate all of you that are watching. Appreciate the community. Tuesday night streams are different, man. They're really just to try and get content. But I'm glad you're here. Because the content right now is not really looking that good. Oh, it's attempt 15. Perhaps 16 because I haven't really been keeping count. We need a counter. Okay, that was my first quad perfect in a while. That felt good. That felt good. I've left this one short. It's playing the right distance. Watch it not carry the wind. Stay right there, you filthy animal. All right, playing 9. I'll play 10, though, just to make sure it gets up the hill. I need this for birdie, a little bit more. Yep, curls in. All right, that feels good. Getting a birdie there feels good. It's almost like we don't suck horribly at this game. The good thing is we've played these first 3 holes, at least the first 3, dozens of times. So, you know, getting pretty good at being able to, you know how to play the hole. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Whether or not it's true. Needs to curve and or stop. I'll take a par here. That's fine. I really, if I get an eagle on this next one, I think that that's quite an accomplishment. I have not gotten an eagle here in ever. I think that plays fine, just to the left of the tree. 5 wood is too much. However, it's going to be held up by the wind, and we know 5 hybrid's not enough. So 5 wood into the wind. That needs to be perfect. Keep on rolling. All right, that's probably the closest eagle putt that we've had. So let's take some time on it. We know that we have a little bit of wiggle room here, but we want to make this here. So 19, down 4, playing 15. It is pretty much right to left, right? I mean, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. We know if it's downhill, it'll break more. Oh, we were very close, chat. We were very close. It's all right. We'll take birdie. We're only down by 1. That's one of those times where that extra little bit. So for those of you who haven't joined us yet, putting has become the bane of my existence. So there are times where I think the break is enough from left to right, but then it goes off by like the same amount every single time. So then I'm thinking, okay, if I'm going off by the same amount every single time, then I can adjust that way every single time. And when I do, then it doesn't actually pan out. So that's where we are with that. This might just stick on the green. No, it actually still rolls out. That's weird for a 6-iron to do that. Well, no, I guess not so much. All right, 38. It is downhill, but then plays a little bit of right to left. I don't think that much right to left though. Maybe. It might have been a good line if we gave it some more gas. Finish out for par here. Okay, we had the most solid start that we've had, but I honestly don't think we have enough to get there. We'll keep on, because we can get pretty close here. We can keep on going, but nope, to the right. That might hang on, but I doubt it. We know he makes his putt. I moved it more than I thought, and it wasn't even close. It needed to go another 2 cups. Okay. I think that time the chaps actually helped. I think the chaps were a necessity, really. I mean, oh man, I can't be yawning yet. It's not even 7 o'clock, is it? No, it's 7:13. Can't be yawning yet. Come on, Lux. For those who just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa of streaming. Today we are doing a Can I Beat Him? No, that's not the right. Can I Play Good challenge? We are on one of my favorite courses, slowly turning into one of my least favorite courses. We found a player by the name of Waldo who posted an 18 under for the round. Can we tie him? Can we beat him? Can we get close to him? We're finding out. This is attempt number 18. We're slowly getting to the point where this is not this is probably not going to happen today. So, especially with shots like that, stay on, please. Okay. Can we recover? Can we rescue from that? That is the question. I'm going to need to push it further. That's not going to curve. That's okay. We have learned time and time again that we're not completely in a bad position here. It is kind of off-putting when several of the challenges that you did when at the start of your channel went so well, and you kind of locked yourself into, hey, I wonder if I can do that kind of mode. And then when you don't do it, it's like, oh. Or you don't do it as well, I should say. Or as easily. Yeah, that pushed to the right. But who knows? This might be the new line. It's not. Yeah, you can only go through the trees so many times before you know you ain't making it through. Okay. Ooh. What have we learned here today? Well, we've learned that perseverance does pay off, just not today. I'll tell you what. Now I know how much I need to practice. Oh, man. let's just enjoy some career mode to finish the night out, shall we? Let's just enjoy ourselves and yeah, you know. I do have to do a pre-tournament event because I have a skills thing that I can accomplish with all that. So, oh man. Yeah, I mean it is a little bit disheartening to come away. So much went in, and not a lot came out. So disheartening, but at the same time, you know what? That's life, man. That's not everything's always going to go your way. So a good lesson, a very good lesson. This is going to play downhill, but it's also down. It has a headwind, so that actually might be perfect, or be in the bunker, which is the latter. I am glad that I picked technician because for those of you who don't know, there's certain there are certain models of character. The more that how you play models kind of what stats and attributes are unlocked for you. So there's technician, greenskeeper, powerhouse, magician. One I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but all of those obviously have, by their name, they mean something. So powerhouse, you have a lot of power. You can drive it a long ways naturally, and then greenskeeper, you're better at putting than everybody else. And so I picked technician because of the pick shot out of the bunker that we use on that specific hole. So it has come in. I do not regret being technician. I do regret that shot though. Wow, yowzers. And I do need to progress the other, so you can unlock attributes to use for your main character by playing and leveling up the other characters, and you get their abilities essentially. So I need to start doing that so I can. There's one that helps you read the greens better. How about one to not hit shots like that? Is there one like that? It is interesting too because when I get not frustrated, but when I know I need to focus, I get quiet. So doing these on stream, doing anything on stream like this that requires me to focus is actually probably a good thing. It helps me realize that I can't. Sometimes it does not behoove you, not beneficial to you to just kind of get into your own little world. For any creative though, there is that zone, and a lot of creatives I know do not talk during that. So I'm gonna try and restart that. I think that there were a few shots there that I could do better. Choke down on the 5-wood. We almost just got our first hole in one off of a 5-wood. That would be insane. I would say our lag putting on big putts like that has gotten better. I just need to, you know, I know what I need to work on. I need to work on reading greens, and I know I need to work on my approach shots, playing the wind or not playing the wind, whatever the case may be. I know one thing is for certain. I think the chaps are an upgrade. So we don't normally play with chaps. We normally like a bro golfer. Bro. I think this might run up there. It's a little bit downhill and downwind. Might just be short. Yeah, on a tiered or on a, yeah, we'll call it tiered. It's not tiered, but on a tiered green like that, that is tough to get close because you know you're just gonna roll it off the other side. Once again, flop. So OP in this game. I know that's the next thing they're going to change. Please don't 2K. It helps when those of us of less skill try and get something close. I'll tell you what, these two this choke shots have been okay for me. Not too shabs. I mean, that's in a normal tournament. That's a great putt. You know, lagging it up that close. It's only in the unrealistic world of golf video gaming that's a bad shot. That you want to sink that every time. Well, I know we can get close here, but I also know we have to club up. But we'll do a choked approach and then kind of just let it ride the wind maybe. And that was not enough club at all, and it went nowhere. So that's the gamut that we're running here, and that's where we failed to get it up the hill, and it rolls back down. Much like the hurricane challenge we were in a couple days ago. So perseverance is, I think that's the lesson today. It's really perseverance. How bad do you want it? And seeing that this is not real golf, I don't want it that bad. This doesn't help me at all in life, and that's okay. The good thing is I'm the battle pass. I'm close to finishing that. So, bright side, you know, Mr. Brightside. I'm coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine. Please don't ruin that song for us, Lux. Okay. I need to also change. I think I'm gonna play. I think I have time enough for 2 rounds here before I shut off stream. I might as well level up some of my clubs over here that I'm trying to level up. Different clubs, they're all aesthetic. It's not, they don't, you know, Mizuno versus Titleist doesn't make you a better golfer. The fittings that you unlock make the clubs better, but it's nice to have, you know, at least aesthetically a different looking club. I know some people don't matter. For some people that doesn't matter. For me, it's fun. So in order to get them to where I can just kind of swap them out on my main build, I have to rank them up a little bit. So using them definitely ranks them up. So, man, I don't know how to play this here. This is a very interesting course. Very hilly. rolling greens. This is for eagle. It's par 5. 71 feet away. I feel like I don't want to... You can tell I haven't played this course before because my game PC is shuddering. Loading those shaders. I don't think I could get... I don't want to go downhill, which I just did. So the thing that I didn't want to do, I did. So I got that going for me. Good roll out there. Almost hold it out for a backwards birdie. I am still playing with the loose tension on the thumbstick, so I know some of the false swings and stuff, it's to that, so I'm not really worried. But I also don't want to get into the habit of being too not as precise with the thumbstick, which when I have a looser thumbstick, I can be a little bit more precise. Down to 10, but it's playing a headwind. Good release there. Why couldn't I do this on the other challenge? I will say it's been a while, and I'm on pro difficulty, so the difficulty you play online, so it's not the easiest. But I do know that it's been a while since I've been able to play to that level of getting 18 under par. Stay there. That's pretty special. And I know that there are guys and gals that do that all the time, which is kind of freaky. I think I have to pitch it because that's the only one that can run up, but it's not going to run up that much. So, but choked approach only gets me here. So I guess I have to play it like this. Choke down and then try and use the hill to run it in there. I'm not upset about that. All right, 12 feet, playing 2, playing 14. It's uphill. Breaks less. My original mark, I think, worked better than that one. This is, in my career, this is the, where we got finally into the FedEx Cup for the first year, so I'm at the end of this first little season run here. Wow. Come on. There you go, buddy. And I ended up... So much for touch. Oh, man. I've noticed sometimes that pick doesn't quite get all the way out. Sometimes it's like splash and it just lands 6 feet and then rolls a bunch, but sometimes it just sticks right where you want it to. There we go. Nice. Nice little eagle. All right. The only thing I don't like about hilly courses like this is, for me, even like especially in career mode, I like to play a little faster because I just want to get through it, you know. And it's tougher because you then have to sit here and figure out elevations and. I don't. I just want to get through the content as much as possible. That's why you fail. Those potatoes are smelling good. Boom. All right. That was not a birdie I expected to make. All right, downhill 3. So we're already there, plus a headwind. Too much? Not enough club. I mean, to be fair, I'm on the greens. And to be fair, the green is like 600 feet long. Playing 12. I'll play 13. Yeah, straight in. Cannot get there. Although it is downhill. Do I risk it? Of course I gotta risk it. For the biscuit. That's wet. Yep. When it doesn't even show you your trail cam, you know that you screwed up. I remember that even in the demo that they released, that one hole that was over water at Scottsdale, I kept on hitting into that and just got used to the idea of it not showing the rest of the ball flight because you hit it egregiously into the water. Actually, no. I'll play a 5-iron, and then have it roll back. Not as much though. Not as much as I was expecting. That's all right. Down 4, so it's playing 10, and then it'll break a little bit more. Break now. Oh, that little bit more. That was the bit that I overcorrected that time. That's all right. How'd they come out?
Good, I think.
Good.
I don't know how to try.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta try them while you're doing them. That way you know how much salt and how much whipping you still have left. And
I'm willing to chance it today.
Mrs. D's willing to chance it. Why take chances? It might be just short. Might roll up. I'll take that. I feel like I've had more eagle opportunities in this course than a lot of other courses. Nah, I mean... See, I can do it while playing against the computer, just not playing against myself, really. I mean, that was what the challenge was the whole time, was you're playing against yourself, you know? Oh... Nice. Sinking putts now. Let's go. Five iron downhill. We've got a little bit of a crosswind though. So let's play it under and then see if we get... Oh, come on, baby. Oh! Is this another par 5 or is this a long par 4? Okay, I was about to say, if we just almost albatrossed, this is like my new favorite course. But I know I've been getting some pretty lucky bounces. So that was one of my best friends in 3rd grade. Lucky bounces. Thank you, Mrs. D.
Mm-hmm.
Have on the docket tonight, we have a nice spread of green beans, fresh green beans, and potatoes. Mashed, my favorite. For those of you who don't know, Mrs. D and I are doing a fast during the Lenten season. So we are not eating meat, dairy, and grains. So we are only eating fruits and veg. Plants. I'd like to think of it as fruits and veg. So that has made for a very interesting first couple of weeks here, where we, I know for me, are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's been 2 weeks.
March 5 was Ash Wednesday. Today is March 11.
Wow. So it really has not been a week. It feels like it's been a week. And, you know, anytime you do something like this, you know your body is just going to want what it has gotten, you know, in the past. I did not think it would be this bad. Those are great potatoes, Kathleen, Mrs. D. Sorry. I totally just doxed my own wife. People are gonna knocking down the door asking for her by first name now. Oh, not close. Not even. It is interesting, too, when trying to limit yourself with your meals and what you eat. It is interesting how much you don't understand, at least for me. Maybe there are smarter people out there. When Mrs. D and I were talking through, okay, what's this and what's that, you forget because it's just all, when it's all available to you, you know, what is a seed? What is a, can we eat this? Can we not eat this? I'm often surprised at, I do not know as much as I probably should about foods, especially now that hopefully our country is getting closer to a state of healthiness. I think that'll be good knowledge to know and maybe pass on to others. Especially, I mean, we're not like big exotic vegetable eaters, so, you know, knowing the difference between this or that, or, you know, we don't normally eat seeds. I do because I like the saltiness often that comes with seeds, but bok choy is not a seed. Right. I guess Mrs. D thinks otherwise. Which is, that's her prerogative. We should totally just put that up there. I will say I have gotten used to having certain vegetables certain ways. So when you can no longer prepare that vegetable in that way because of, let's say, you're pairing it with certain other things, it makes sense to, okay, do I really like this vegetable, or do I just like it because we do A, B, or C to it? You know, bacon, butter, all the things that make vegetables palatable to most people. Oh, I missed that one. Low side. That really should have gone in. now it's going to be uphill, which I need more club for. I've done enough fasting that I know that it's different than dieting. So fasting's for a period for spiritual reasons, but there's often I have to release myself of like shame or guilt if you can't get it perfect all the time. Oh, like we put butter in that, or as long as you're not willfully going after the things that you're fasting from. I think that's the biggest key. Even like I was telling Mrs. D the other day, filling up at the gas station, all of a sudden there was a temptation there of like, whoa, okay, Mrs. D's not here. You could just go in, and but those are the times when you come out on the other side and you find someone you can be accountable to, and you say, hey, this was what I went through. Just want to bring it out to the open.
I want to bring it up to the open that I forgot that honey was not a plant. On the way into work today, I was like, wait a minute, honey is from an animal's butt or mouth. That's not a plant.
So Mrs. D just confessed that she's been just nomming on honeycomb this whole time. Yeah, you never want to go justification alley, right? I mean,
sometimes. I want to be a Pharisee.
Chat, it's a good thing you can't hear Mrs. D right now. She is just incorrigible. That's right, on the front side of this course is a bunch of par 5s I can eagle. Not like that, you're not. I will say that having a wider spectrum, like I mentioned earlier, we've Mrs. D and I have done rice and beans before to help associate ourselves with people who that's their meal. I will say it is easier for me to do something that limited rather than try and find, okay, you know, in this great kaleidoscope of fruits or vegetables, what can we have? And we can have lots of kale. It's a superfood. And that is the good thing, right? I mean, plenty of vitamins and minerals in vegetables, green leafy vegetables. And so you're getting good stuff. Especially if you pair it with, oh boy, slow on down. Like a smoothie, it's a little bit more palatable. But then you have to watch the spike. You know, for some people, they don't want to do fruit because it's a spike in their blood sugar, which I can totally understand. The Lenten season is a great time to reset. You know, if you're not a believer or a follower of Christ, religious at all, the Lenten season is a time for us to remember the sacrifice of Christ and the joy of Easter, the coming news of salvation and forgiveness, and to be able to identify with that sacrifice of Jesus. It just makes the time towards Easter a little bit more special to partake in something like this that challenges you and hopefully grows you as a individual. Every time that we do not have something that we're fasting from, we are driven to remember Christ instead. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Wow. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more lucky than really anything over here. It does feel weird though, because a lot of vegetables and fruits end up being like mashed, so you end up thinking this is just really adult baby food. It tastes delicious, by the way, but you're either mashing it or you're...
Salads you don't mash like baby food.
That's true. We have not had many salads though, Mrs. D.
You have.
We've had one.
The vegetables we had for lunch today.
That's not a salad. There was no lettuce. It was not in salad form. We were...
Not mashed. You see?
We'll agree to disagree, Mrs. D. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Today we are finishing up stream with some PGA Tour 2K25 career mode. We're just trying to grind down that career, man. We failed at our attempts to break a certain record, and we learned a lot. We're going to have a fun time trying to spin that content. But yeah, let me know where you're from. How can I encourage you at the end of tonight? So glad you could join us. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lux. I'm a family-friendly streamer. We do some sports. We do some shooters. Fewer shooters nowadays. We have really kind of honed in on PGA Tour as kind of our main for a while. But I'm trying to think of content for April when Call of Duty launches Verdansk again. There's going to be at least a good week of nostalgia hits there, so it is interesting to think that some people are firm believers in that as soon as Call of Duty releases the Verdansk map again, or Verdansk, that it will be the solution to all of Call of Duty's problems. And it's like, that's good for what? Maybe I agree with Tim, the Tapman. It's only going to work for, number one, if it even works. There's going to be so many people going back to it that the servers are going to be atrocious. But it's going to hit that, it's going to scratch that nostalgia itch, sure. But then after a week, 2 weeks, people are going to say, okay, what's next? And not have anything, you know? I'm really excited for the alpha footage that came out from the new Battlefield game. That looks great. But it's in alpha testing right now. It's not going to come out for another year and a half. So there aren't a lot. I mean, I have gotten into Delta Force. I need to double check, since I'm on PC now, I have the ability to map a controller. It's mouse and key mostly, but I want to double check and make sure I can map a controller. They were Q1 of this year. They were going to release actual controller in the game mapped, so you don't have to do it in Steam. But controller support, wow, could not think. Which for me, I mean, I'm not a mouse and key player. I can, but I just feel more comfortable with controller. I don't even care about aim assist. Like, that's almost not part of what I want it for. I just want to be able to, all of the muscle memory that I've built up over the years with COD, I want to be able to use in a game that I legit believe in. And not have to start all over, learning a different input. I've had some pretty fun games on Delta Force with mouse and key, but playing certain games with a productivity mouse really, which is I have, because I content creator as well, so I have a productivity mouse and not a actual mouse, but well, it is a mouse, but just not what it's designed for. Maybe that's why that lady said he was scary. Are you sure they're seeds and they're not legumes?
And not what?
Legumes. Also, since Mrs. D is back in the country, she promised one of our friends that she would try a different game. So, but she has not really felt like.
I have a lot of things to do.
She has a very busy spring, so she has not even been gaming the games that she does like, let alone learning a new game. So, it'll be interesting to see how she gets back into gaming, and probably not until the summertime, which then we're moving. Lord willing. I mean, that's a good shot. I've had some of the best shots of my career here, I think, except for that putt. That was a horrible putt. We went from cowboy to Italian fashionista. I don't know. He's not wearing the gold shirt. I kind of want to put the gold shirt on him. So close. From getting a hole in one on a par 5. Let this baby run out. I don't want to go over to the left. I have to go over to the right. Take the bunkers out of play. But it's this hard uphill shot. Pitch it in and then just let it sit. Don't get fancy, don't get cute. I would really like to enjoy nights like tonight where, oh, horrible. Things don't go your way on stream. You know, chat's not really popping off. I appreciate all you lurkers out there, but chat's not really popping off. Having to carry one side of the conversation, whatever. And then all of a sudden, it's like real golf, honestly. Let's say you make a hole-in-one, and typically you don't make hole-in-ones in real golf, in IRL. But you do have the phenomenon of you hit one really good shot and it makes your day. All of the rest of the shots that you missed or whatever, they all fade away. And you remember that one shot that you were like, you know what? That was an amazing shot. And that's why golf can be very addictive. But I feel like tonight is one of those nights where you just want to keep on playing just because you think that there's a hole-in-one out there to be had, you know? Oh, but alas, we have come to the end of our stream. Thank you so much. Let me go back to the right screen here. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. All you guys did. Oh, stream music ended. I'll have to change that. Yeah. On nights like tonight, you're just kind of like, this is what it is, and you never know how challenges like that are going to end or fail to begin. But I appreciate you guys joining us tonight. We are not going to stream Thursday night. We have a special event we're going to, but we will be streaming Friday and Saturday. And Friday, I think we're going to be doing something a little bit special just for the stream. And then Saturday, our normal kind of find a challenge and do it. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us tonight. And yeah, hope you have an awesome rest of your week until I see you on Friday.